Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another spectacular DMing Hadley game. Tonight, as you might be able to see, we are playing the Ballad of Jolene and Dolly. And depending on how you count, this could be either the third or fourth episode of the second season. And that's because I think last week when we played with Sarah and Jimbo, I don't think I broadcast that game. An interesting take. Yeah, it was a fun little escapade where I thought it was so fitting when we were trying to figure out what kind of game we were going to play. I was like, okay, we're going to do a canon game. We're going to do a 2d6 game. And Sarah started to describe for us who her character was. We're sort of probing into who she might play. And well, she's a powerful magic user, a powerful lady with deep ties to Dulsylvania. And the more she described the character, the less room it left for debate. That she just had to play Bodisham. And Jimbo was kind enough to play her companion, an otherworldly power known terrifyingly as Mr. Whiskers. Is pretty right, right? Yeah, Mr.
I was
Whiskers.
supposed to control my D.
You can uncontrol your D if you're interested in jumping it. Just make sure that when you're done uncontrolling your D to control your D again.
He's a wildcat.
He's
a fluffy boy.
A big foofy boy.
Adorable.
And they got to experience the beginning of the fire, which destroyed Dulsylvania.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad.
Dang.
It was.
You get to see all different kinds of perspectives in this story.
Yeah, it was a difficult situation, even for me to describe, because I've already had to live through the trauma of this city being destroyed now thrice, and having to do it from a different camera angle is no less upsetting. But I did still have a very good time.
This time the city burned down from camera right.
Yeah,
right camera.
Yeah, it was the camera 3, the camera up on the ridge to the south and west of town. Good bird's eye view, quite literally, of the conflagration as it began to take hold, and how it was fueled in part by Bodisham accidentally. I don't know that it would change anything really in the long run, except for just how quickly it caught on. That's all I'm saying.
Thank God it wasn't happened. Thank God it wasn't repeated by Pegazora when she decided to do her double bubble spell on the chicken satay she made.
That's true. It's a good thing you did not burn down from the foothills upward in response.
It was actually kind of a really wholesome moment, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very interesting that the perspectives were so close to one another, and yet so far away by both time and ability to understand. Yeah, one another's situations. But tonight we got to go up in the air because that's tonight's title of tonight's episode, Up in the Air. because that's what you are. The three of you are riding atop Hira Gukulong, and he is being piloted by Dunwin, Jolene's son, and while our characters don't know it, the rest of us do. And then there is a small boy with a. You forgot to bring your D&D dice. Where how did you manage to drop your D&D dice?
Because I had to give up my old work desk that had my D&D dice on it, so I put them away somewhere in the meantime. And when I set up my new desk, I forgot to put them back.
Seriously, can I...
Thank you.
Can I offer you a dice bag or box in this trying time? Here,
I'm trying to race to the screen.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
All right, I'll be right back too.
I'll be here.
Me too.
We all know I'm not allowed to use real dice because, as I said last week, I can barely, adding up to 10 is too much. And then Hadley was like, it's 12. 12 is the number of, I was like, yeah, right. Nope. This is why.
Y'all need some dice?
Hi. I'm back.
Hi.
Oh yeah, you got that good there dice there. Yeah,
Here,
I
you
got
want
some of that.
You want some dice?
Oh, did I just give you an excuse to plug your dice that you just got? They're so pretty.
There's some real winners in here. I
So
like
the news,
these.
I didn't have to travel very far. It was just in the closet.
Oh, yes, very good. Was it the same closet that you keep all your skeletons in?
Shh. No one's supposed to know about that. You can't just put me on blast right here where everyone can hear us.
Yeah, I can.
No,
So, yeah. Oh, these are just good. There's so many dice in here. I'm gonna steal a couple of myself, and then if anybody wants some dice, let me know. There's so many, I just gotta send them out to people. Good job, Pix, on finding dice. Congratulations.
Sorry. Hold
I mean, I'm the one doing the holding these days.
on. Aw.
Cool. I'll hold each of you in kind and in my loving embrace because I adopted everyone for Father's Day last year. You're all my children now. Congratulations. You can call me Dad.
You said I adopted everyone for Father's Year.
What? Last year for Father's Day. Sweet. Who wants to do round robin? Cool. Let's do the round robin. All right, guys, real quick. You should know how to do this, but just in case you're new here, it's real quick, just real fast. Just bang, 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 bang. 4 distinct things. Correct. First, name. Second, pronouns. Third, character name. Fourth, vivid status description of your character, so that they may live in each and every one of our brain holes. Because I like to vividly hallucinate with my friends on the internet for 2 to 3 hours at a time, 6 days a week, often multiple times per day. Today, it's no different. Jimbo, take it away.
Ding, ding, ding. I'm Jimbo. Hi. So I use those he, him pronouns, and my character tonight is Smokey. Smokey appears to be a man in his... same here too. In his elder years, he has long, curly, silver hair, a silver and gray beard that is very nicely kempt and shorn and straight and good looking. He likes to wear baggy clothing, kind of like almost pajama-esque. Yeah. And those nice little slippers that feel really comfy and cozy. But they're not really pajamas. They're
Technically
pajamas.
pajamas. They're not technically pajamas. They could serve as pajamas. Clearly,
Oh yeah, sure,
if
sure,
you
sure.
ever took a long rest,
If we could ever get to a long rest hour.
it's really been about 3 days since you guys had a good nap.
And it's been 3 days of playtime since we started.
Yup.
All
Weird.
right. So a key feature for Smokey, though, is that he emanates smoke out of his body. You can even see it wisping in his eyes if you look close enough. The other thing that you would notice while looking in his eyes is that he looks as if he has to atone for something, for some act in his past, and he is seeking forgiveness from himself.
It's real.
He also carries no weapons.
Also real. Do you have a shield, though?
He does have a shield.
Okay. How big is that shield?
Maybe about 3 or 4 houses big.
That's a big shield, baby. Wow.
That's a big shield. No, it's I would say a small size shield, a little bit bigger than a buckler, but not too big, just big enough to do the job of helping defend
sort
somebody
of a
else.
circular is wood, metal, both?
A little bit of both, yeah.
Okay.
Wood base with metal frame.
Okay.
I was imagining it to be a round shield until you asked me, and now it's a chevron shield. So.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Very good. Dope. Sweet. Thanks, Jimbo.
Yeah, thank you.
Sarah Helene Nisbet, please report to the stage.
I was told I had to control my D.
You did. You did a good job. Congratulations on controlling your D. Now uncontrol your D and do the thing.
Well, here I am. My name is Sarah, and I go by Sarah.
And I go by Sarah. If you try and use a pronoun, I'll kill you.
You will refer to me
proper
by my full
nouns
name.
or nothing.
Do not ever refer to me using a pronoun. Please use linguistic
By
conventions.
Sarah / Nisbet. That's fantastic. Thanks. Thank you.
Today is Thanksgiving.
That is fan-damn-tastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Refer to me with my proper pronouns, Your Majesty, Your Highness, or
here's all of this money and food.
Yeah, that'll do.
Her / Majesty. You're knocking it out of the park tonight, Pix.
Her / Majesty, yes. Now we've gotten that out of the way. There should be no confusion around that for the rest of the night or ever. I play a character by the name of Dolly the Barbarian. Dolly is a tall gal, 6'2". I feel like I give her another inch every time I describe her.
6'2" has been consistent.
But it really depends on the hair, because it could be like 6'7", depending on if we've got a bouffant situation.
No, she's 6'2". Then you've got the action wedges. And then you've got the hair.
And the hair. So it's just you never know what you're gonna get. But with a starting rate of 6'2".
Yeah. Flat-footed 6'2".
Flat-footed out of the shower 6'2".
Okay. Very good.
And she is
thicker than a Snicker.
Thicker than a Snicker. I don't even know what. I know we just did the tally of what.
It's thick to the N+1.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'll leave the math to you and Pix.
I think we
yeah,
are. I think we're about 10 C's.
I think we got it. She's 10 C's of thickness, and she's built
So
like a
it's
brick house.
THICC 10 to the 1.
Yes, yes,
Or THIC 10 to the 1.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. I was struggling with
THIC
how many
10. Yeah.
dots are on a dice last week, so. Let's see. And she wears a beautiful leather gold covered corset with crystals, a little like pleated leather skirt situation, the aforementioned action wedges, which go up to about knee level. And then she has knee pads and elbow pads, also made of like beautiful gilded leather. And yeah, she is. She's just as likely to sing you a song as slap you upside the head with a guitar if needed, or tell you a story or make you some fried chicken. It just really depends on what the situation calls for, and that's what you get into. a guitar,
Guitar.
or a banjo.
Guitar.
Yeah, or smash your head into a piano. It just depends.
A piano. That's a waste of a piano if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
Banjo. Thanks, Sarah.
No problem.
Miss Picks and Pixels.
Hi, my name's Pix and Pickles, as you just heard, but I also go by Pixie or Pixie Pie or just Pix. And I also go by she, her pronouns. Tonight I'll be playing Jolene, who is the co-star of the titular Jolene and Dolly. Jolene is a has-been mercenary who retired from the guild ages ago. She has faded emerald green eyes and once sharp worn halfling teeth. She's a single mother, prefers the term widow, but it's unknown if if her husband died or not. And once reared a redheaded son who grew up to be a airplane guy or some such thing. He's the one who showed up in the last episode.
Sorry.
You're good. Dark brown, once auburn hair with long streaks of gray running through it. She's adorned with battle-worn, discolored leather armor and comfy tennis shoes with arch support for long journeys, as well as plated gauntlets. I don't know why that isn't pluralized right now. With the holes open at the fingertips to allow her to rend flesh as she sees fit. She wields a cursed golden sword named Star Reaver. She's brave, headstrong, irritable, and done with everything. She was once known as a fearsome beast, whose name was spoken of only in hushed tones and hurried curses. Since her retirement, she's become something of a hermit, her body and skills deteriorating with atrophy. However, she longs for the glory of battles past, and has sought reinitiation into the Mercenary Guild, using the opportunity arising from the resurrection of Tiamat.
It's pretty serious.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty serious.
You look like that. You kind of look like that. That sun baby from Teletubbies. The way your head like morphs into the sky.
If I sit up just a little higher, I think I can get this shirt to sort of blend into it.
Maybe. They are almost the same tone.
They're pretty close. Just if I get the right lighting.
Wait, can you flip the top and the bottom?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. It's a standard image. I don't know. I just work here, man.
I'm really happy that I managed to squeeze in talking and jokes even when I wasn't allowed to talk.
You're good. It's good. You done good.
Yay!
Good job.
Think. What's your pronouns?
My pronouns. You can call me Hadley Emerson Whittemore Jr., fourth of his name. Or DMing Hadley for short. Yeah, that's me. DMing Hadley. He, him pronouns. Here for 60% or so of your DMing needs. You heard me earlier. I'm your dad. Pick up your room. No, don't talk back. Just pick it up. Save us both the trouble. Correct.
Going to do it.
Can't resist. Jimbo, were you trying to carry my name over there?
This room is really heavy. It's really hard to pick up.
Well, that something you can practice.
When my
With the
mustache gets
yeah,
longer,
no, it's that okay, all right. Fair indeed.
When your mustache has at least 10 G's in the length.
We just start getting like more and more like C's from the thickness of your mustache. Hey, y'all want to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I'm good.
It was great seeing everybody. I love all your faces so much.
It's been real.
It's been great.
Already.
Bye, everybody.
No, the
Have
joke.
a good night. No, too late. Bye.
This is a costume jokes. Sometimes it hurts being so funny.
Correct. Yeah. Y'all, I'm curious. Y'all are on a dragon. What?
This is not Jolene's first rodeo.
No, it's like her 38th rodeo.
Yeah.
But y'all are on a dragon.
Conservatively, her 38th.
Yeah, it's probably more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Which is why she insists she can always do it.
But I'm curious, you're gonna be on this dragon for a minute. You've got a continent and then an ocean and then some like states and then some mountains to get to where you're going. You're going about I don't know if it's quite a quarter of the way around the globe of Tierra, but it's not insignificant. That's for sure. It is not going to be a short flight. There is no in-flight entertainment. The drink cart never existed, so trying to get that is not. There are some snacks and refreshments in the Foot Locker behind the gyroscopically stabilized seats on Hireg's back.
Nice.
We did just eat at the Bengal Inn before leaving.
You ordered breakfast, but I don't know how much of it was actually eaten.
Like you also kind of like you get hungry on a plane.
Yeah, as soon as you get to atmosphere, all I want is a ginger ale and a Bloody Mary. Like when I get on the plane. Or just scotch.
I can confirm. I've seen
scotch. If you could just give me scotch, or even if you could just give me a Coca-Cola, it's fine. I brought 2 1.75 liter bottles of liquor onto the plane, and I'm going to consume them here over the Atlantic. Because what are you gonna do? Turn the fucking plane around? I don't think
so. No, they just dump all of it into the ocean.
Dump me into the ocean.
They just open the door and dump it out?
Glug, 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 glug. They didn't. Unfortunately, they didn't do that. I just drank that. I just looked at the people around me and they're like, "You're not supposed to do that." And I was like, weird.
Oh, that's a cool story.
Interesting. Weird. Wow. So like I guess I can't do this part.
You're like, I guess I have to drink it all now then?
I did. Yeah, it's fine with me. I mean, you want me to drink 1.75 liters of Crown Royale?
I didn't know you were allowed to drink any liquids on a plane.
Oh yeah, you could bring them in little bottles, but I got these duty free, and I was like, well, I had to pick them up, and then I got on the plane. Then, can I get you a drink? And I was like, no, I've got liquor. Can I get a mixer? And they were like, sure. And then I opened up the bag and I poured the Sarah got like, what's gonna happen? And I was like, well, it sure should not turn around the plane for me. Tying one on for the next 7 hours.
Confirm.
So does anyone want anything from the Foot Locker behind the gyroscopically stabilized seats on Hireg Kulong's back?
What kind of fantasy things are in the Foot Locker?
Pretzels.
Mess
Are
me
you
up. At least
fucking
They're fantasy pretzels. They already taste like stone ground mustard.
Oh my god, I love this. Okay, no, I'm getting some stone ground pretzels. Stone ground mustard pretzels.
Right. You can see that they're just sort of coated, like they went through like a bath of mustard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then there's this like really nice crystallized salt, like
I was literally
embedded
thinking like
in the
you
mustard.
get caramelized mustard, crystallized salt on top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Send me a home. Send me away.
Okay. Jolene jumps off the back of the dragon, having experienced the rapture that few people have, and descends to her dragon form.
She has a dragon form?
No.
Is this canon?
No, it is absolutely not canon.
Writing it down. I'm
It's
on my
nope.
character sheet
You could
now.
just erase
Too late.
that. Nope. Nobody. Nope.
Dragon form.
There are some great. They're little pretzel bites. They're filled with cheese and covered with mustard, and crusted with salt. And then there's some Perrier, and it's lime flavored.
Oh, I was about to say, is it Perrier or Perrier?
I believe it might be Perrier, but I don't know. It's Perrier. Sarah, you want to weigh in on this one?
Perrier.
Perrier. I like Perrier.
Like RD,
Perrier.
like Perrier.
I like that.
Yeah.
There's some Perrier.
So-
It's warm.
The sparkling
colder.
water tends to be a little more bitter and salty than I like, but with lime, that'd be really
that's
good.
It.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's good.
We said, at least Jolene said, she's probably going to be complaining a lot regardless, even though she's getting everything she wants because she's old.
There's also Werner's ginger ale.
I will take a Werner's.
In case anybody gets a little tummy feelings, that'll calm it right down.
Good.
Right down.
Dolly asked for a Werner's.
Dolly can have a Werner's. It's amazing. They're in the little glass bottles, which you swear to God is so much better than the plastic ones. Just like so much better than the plastic. The Werner's in the glass. Y'all are just no. I've been waiting for Jimbo to walk over and grab a bottle of Werner's in a glass. I was just about to.
You're really, really making me want like ginger ale in a bottle right now.
It's so good. It's so good, y'all. It just settles your tummy. Your little upset tummy. Not anymore. Not so much.
Not anymore?
No, you're good. You're good to go. Smokey.
Tell me about these seats that we're sitting on.
Yeah, they're gyroscopically stabilized, both individually and collectively. They are moderately high-backed seats with a pretty minimalist sort of bucket design. And they seem to be weighted so that you're always pointed down. Like it's like your center of gravity is low. So what ends up happening is these seats shift a little bit, and then the whole thing sort of shifts around. And there's a sort of a ring that goes around these 6 chairs, so that as Hirek goes hither and yon, these seats just sort of like constantly, just like smooth. Couldn't be smoother. Hirek could go loop-de-loop-de, barrel roll after barrel roll, and you guys would just be sitting there having your drinks and your snack pretzels, and it wouldn't feel like there was necessarily anything out of the ordinary. Banking is interesting because depending on how sharply he banks, you might not actually shift too much from the inertia. But if he does something significant, you're usually just nice and even all the way.
Okay. So, Smokey, opposite from me, instantly asleep in these chairs.
Cool. I would absolutely be out in a heartbeat. I would put my little fat mask on, and I'd cross my arms, and I would tell the person beside me, just order me a ginger ale or a Bloody Mary mix when they come around, and then just be like gone. So. Do you want to lay down across the back 3 seats?
He sits down and then instantly just blump.
Okay.
Because
As you,
I got exhaustion.
I was gonna say, I think all of you are exhausted, are literally exhausted.
I have used everything I've got except for one small use of a thing.
What thing haven't you used?
I have one more channel divinity left.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Jolene, you got that is something. I'm proud of that.
Do I have what?
Do you have spell slots?
Let me check. Actually, wait. Jolene doesn't cast spells.
I didn't know if you had. I was just curious.
No, she
Well, he's a
has.
fighter, right?
She has weapons.
Well, just because you're a fighter doesn't mean you don't necessarily have some spells. I'm just
I
curious.
don't have any spells
I
though.
don't have any spells left. Sarah has not been keeping track of the spells that she's used, although I don't think she uses a lot of spells. She just
I don't think
happens
I've
to
used
be
a lot.
be capable of casting them. But why would you waste your energy casting spells when you can just hit somebody with a big sword?
It's way more fun. I mean,
Just saying.
Just
saying.
Oh, it's nice we got this ginger ale and stuff like that. But where can I get a good old fashioned cup of coffee on this fight, eh?
You hear la 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 la.
And I know you can hear me. You tubes every single time. You want to pretend like you can't hear your own mother talking? I can get louder, you know. Hey!
You hear Hireg chortle, and there's a small curl of purpley smoke as you feel him look. And we see little twists curling from his nose, like Jimbo's mustache.
Yeah, do me a favor and tap bonnet there on the bonnet.
Yes, Mom, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I was just, I mean, I know you heard me the entire time,
yeah,
but for the
coffee,
sake of,
coffee.
yeah,
You
for the
need
sake
a cup
of cordiality,
Senka.
yeah.
Yep. Yep, nothing without her coffee. Mom, hey, Mom.
Yeah, no,
Mom.
it's been a long week for your dear old mother here.
You could just, I know this might sound insane, you could just close your eyes and take a nap.
Nah, I am too exhausted to sleep. You know how it is.
I do know how it is. I also know that we're going to probably have to put down at some point around the Sword Coast before we trudge onward.
Yeah, well, how about you get me a decent cup of coffee and then we'll talk, eh?
Yeah, Ma, I'll get right on that. And he goes back to
Sure smells delicious in there. It smells like betrayal. Some notes of ingrate.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to stifle a reaction.
There's definitely an undertone of I carried you around for 9 months in there.
Yep. He rolled a nat 20 wisdom saving throw. And goes into a meditative Zen-like state. And transcends and becomes his dragon form. No.
I know.
But
I'm writing it on my character sheet regardless.
Yeah, I'll just write that down just in case. Just in case. Might be a clue for something in the future. Yeah, as each of you look down, you see a sprawling sea, and you can see to the north a desert that reaches far as the eye can see, except for where you see mountains on the far northern horizon. And you're sort of chasing the sun right now as it's setting. And as you continue moving westward, you feel Dunwin adjust the trajectory and begin to descend. And as he does, he says, Ma, we'll get you that cup of coffee in just a minute here. Everybody hang on. And for narrative purposes, can I get Constitution saving throws from everyone with disadvantage, please? No,
Here
sorry.
to
The Smokey, you're already sleeping, so don't worry about
I just rolled a 19.
it. That's pretty good. Did you do it with disadvantage?
Oh, that's a 16. 16's good.
Not bad.
Wait. Constitution you said? So 16, 17, 18.
That's real good. That's very good. Dolly the Barbarian.
What can I say? I'm a single
first of
mother.
all, my first roll was a 16. Then I rolled a nat 1.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
An 8, but still, I'd just like to say for the record, rude.
very rude, yeah.
It's what happens when you don't sleep for multiple days.
Yeah.
Well, Dolly, if it makes you feel any better, you're sleeping now.
Am I falling off a dragon by any chance?
No, not in 1,000 years could you fall off. The 4-point harnesses here are really nicely set up, so that it is almost impossible to slide out the bottom of.
I feel relieved.
Almost impossible.
Nice that you designed this thing with what is it? Car seats, adult-sized car seats.
Yeah, they are adult-sized car seats. That is literally what they are. They're adult-sized car seats.
I'm literally not going to complain.
I don't believe you. And not as a player, as a character.
I know.
I think, Jolene, you're probably in the middle of continuing to berate your child. And somewhere deep inside of Dolly, she hopes to intervene but cannot. And she begins to doze off. Yeah, it's not your fault.
I raised him to be better than this.
That's factually inaccurate, but I understand that Jolene believes that.
Yeah.
But as you continue westward, Jolene, will you give me a history check, please?
History. That would be a 6 plus 2, 8.
8. As you fly north and westward, you look out over the landscape. It is very dark at this point, except for the last bit of illumination on the far edge of the horizon. The land here is almost pitch black. There's just a thin curl of the moon offering any amount of illumination through dense cloud cover. And as you look down, you see what looks like a storm to your north. You see lightning striking in the clouds, and you can see bands of rain illuminated from lightning strike after lightning strike. And as you look, you see that there are these tall gray spires, these mountains that come to needle like peaks farther to the north. And you can see them being struck over and over again as lightning illuminates the earth below. And Dunwin continues heading westward, and as he does, he says, okay, I'm going to touch down just south of Baldur's Gate, and that should be a good jumping off point for the morning. Just want to make sure, and he turns around and sees that Smokey and Dolly are already asleep. And he says, Mom, you sure you don't want to wait till the morning for that cup of coffee?
How am I supposed to sleep without my coffee?
Okay, all right. He begins to nudge here.
You promised to make me the best cup of coffee, not a decent cup of coffee. I want the best cup of coffee that I've ever had.
Mom, you know that Baldur's Brews is the best coffee you can get. I understand. It's fine.
And I will take a nap.
Okay, great. I'll get you the coffee. You can take a nap. As he begins to descend into Baldur's Gate, you can see now the cloud cover here is sitting low, offering a very foggy sort of ambiance. And as Hireg descends, you can see that it's very evident Dunwin is avoiding going into Baldur's Gate proper. He is obviously avoiding the terror of a dragon showing up in the middle of the night. And so he sets down on a significant open field to the south and east. And Jolene, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception?
Uh-huh. Should be on the left side under your saving throws.
Saving throws.
Saving throws are here. You could do it. It's 13.
It's 13. Sorry.
13.
My brain just kept skipping over perception, and I. Okay.
Yeah. As Dunwin sets down Hireg, there's just the faintest bump, which rouses both Smokey and Dolly for the lack of forward motion. And Jolene, still clinging on to consciousness, you look around and you can see that through these tall grasses, everything is leaving. Everything is going away from Hireg, the dragon who just landed in their field. And you also hear, it at first sounds like thunder in the distance, which makes sense. And then as you look to the east, you see a set of big yellowy eyes squint, and then hear and see those eyes turn and hear that grumble from this tremendous beast as it lumbers back into the woods. And Dunwin begins to dismount, and he says, "Mom, can I please help you off of Hireg?"
You know what? Since you've been such a good sport, been so nice to your mother, you can help me down.
Thank you, Mom. It means the world to me. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Also, what was the name of the coffee shop that has the best coffee in the world?
It's Boulder's Brews.
So, I rolled a 16 plus.
Alright.
Let's see, my dex plus 2, 18. Wow, I'm really
Okay.
with those
All
8
right.
today. Like
Very
it's an
good.
18.
You're feeling frisky and free. You manage to keep your footing underneath you. Dolly and Smokey, you guys are. Ah,
Oh, are we there already?
afraid not.
What?
And Smokey is still sitting in the chair, rubbing his legs, like that, like getting the gist of what's...
The drowsy daddy.
Yeah.
All right,
Dolly.
sleeping
We're-
beauty, it's time to get up.
Wait, what?
What?
It's time to get up. Let's go. Dismount the dragon.
And Dolly is like, it like wipes the drool from the side of her face.
You're unusually duck-like in your conveyance this morning.
Well, I don't know about
Is
you,
it
but I'm not getting
morning?
off the dragon without a powder.
Yeah, it's definitely not morning, Smokey.
I was literally about to say, I wouldn't guess it's morning at this point.
No, it is. It is probably just before midnight.
Mm.
You've been
It
flying
will be.
for 8 hours.
Yay, that's a long rest.
I know.
Yeah, but you didn't
Yay,
start until halfway through, so you only
That's
got 4 hours of rest.
Long rest.
What?
Yeah.
I said I was asleep the second I sat down.
Okay. Well, all right. Then you've got 8 hours. Dolly, you've got 4.
Then I just want to say,
Rude.
no, it ain't morning, but if you wait a few minutes, it will be.
It's technically accurate.
Well, morning or not, I ain't getting off this dragon until I freshen up a bit. And Dolly pulls out a little rose, like
Y'all. This is not inspired by life in any way, shape,
no,
or form.
this is not inspired by life. This is not inspired by life. She pulls out a little potion-y bottle, with an atomizer that's filled with rose petals and maybe some diamond dust and other things as she starts spritzing it on her face. Pulls out a hot pink lipstick and puts it on and pinches at her cheeks a little bit because she can't find the rouge.
None of you, I want to be very clear, can see this process because it's so dark out here.
Can Dolly see what she's doing, or is she so
Roll me a sleight of hand check. I think you're proficient in sleight of hand, though, Dolly.
+2. 9.
Okay. 10 would be average, so you got a little overline on the bottom lip that if anybody could see it, would be like, ooh, girl, you got it, but you can't see it.
Okay.
And I'm calling it Smokey fell off Keurig. It's too dark.
Is it too dark? It's too dark?
It's too dark.
Okay. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from Jolene again?
Another one? Okay.
Yep.
What do you want from me?
Yeah.
You want-
Don't worry about it.
You want chips or not?
No, right now, thank you.
Okay. That's
Don't
fine.
eat them all, please. It looks like you ate more than half the bag.
Oh.
I rolled a nat 20.
Sweet. Now roll with disadvantage.
Really?
Yeah, because you're exhausted. You haven't slept in 3 days.
That was a 7.
You're like, get out of the way. And then Smokey falls directly on top of you. Each of you are going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is it comfy at least?
The ground is comfy, except that it's wet. So it's soft, but then you start to feel murky, like bog water, start to sink in around your armor, and
Enchanting.
it's not comfortable.
Yeah, it's sarcasm.
Yeah, it's not great.
I apologize. The dragon's a lot taller when he's not scrunched down on the ground for like last time. So I'm slowly trying to get up and not push off on
Yeah,
Jolene as
the more
like
you keep talking, the longer you stay on top of me.
well, if you'd stop just squirming, I could just get my.
I am
feet
literally
even-
not even moving. I am just laying here.
Dolly, would you like to help them, please? Please, Dolly, for the love of everything.
Dolly secures her knee pads, pulls herself up, settles her so resettles herself into her corset and bustier, and is like, oh, for heaven's sakes, and heads over and without even looking down just offers a hand and just stands there impatiently.
Jolene reaches for it, but I assume being under Smokey, she probably can't reach quite well. Can I roll for that? Should I roll for that?
I think we see like your hand go up and Dolly's go like down, but there's just sort of this like disconnect about who's going.
Like, oh,
I
okay.
can't come to you. You got to come to me. What are you doing? No, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
And Dolly, with her other hand that's not reaching down, she is fishing in her like pocket, still looking for the blush that she couldn't find, and she finds it and whips out the compact, and so now is just checking her makeup as best she can in the dark in the mirror of the compact with one hand, and just absentmindedly waving her hand in the general direction of the fracas.
It's pronounced fricassee, but okay.
Fracas.
Why don't you fricassee off?
Ah, I like that. I like that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Smokey, you're just gonna resign yourself to stay on the ground here on top of Jolene forever?
No,
Okay.
no, we're
Weird.
rolling over. We're
Okay.
just gonna.
You just roll over the back. I'll roll this way. We'll go our separate ways and never speak of this again.
As you roll off, you see Dunn when he has descended from Hirek's back. He's got a couple of bags, big green, sort of like army style cargo bag, and he looks down at Smokey and Jolene, and he squints in the darkness. Is well, Mom, at least your taste in men seems to have improved, at least marginally. And then you hear his boots begin
My
to
taste in men created you. Let's have you remind.
squelch through the mud as he begins trudging northward.
It was more of a self-burn than anything because you're literally insulting yourself.
Okay, Mom, you want that coffee? We got to get moving.
Yeah, I'm moving as fast as I can.
Oh, coffee sounds lovely.
Best on the Sword Coast. Come on. And you hear his boot falls transition from sort of squelching mud to packed earth to gravel as he's clearly made his way to a broad road, which that would be the Coast Way, is where he is located.
Okay,
Just let everybody know.
move in that direction.
Moving on up.
Squish, squash.
Cool. All right. Once you guys are done squishing and squashing, we see the illumination of this fog hanging over Baldur's Gate, and as you look out, it is a pretty significant metropolis. It is a city that spans a river, and so is inundated with bridges and spires. Instead of growing out, a lot of this city has grown upward. And as you look out, you can see through the fog illumination from some of these taller structures in various windows. And after a good mile or so hike, it's damp, it's cold, it's not the best for hiking in fantasy apparel. It'd be great if you had like a nice Arc'teryx jacket and like a down insulation layer and maybe a wool base layer. But in standard adventuring garb like pajamas, it's at least bracing.
Oof. Okay.
Sounds fun.
Dunwin, couldn't we have just? Oh, sorry, Bonnet. Couldn't we have?
You're gonna nip that in the proverbial
closer.
bud right now, pal.
Couldn't we have just landed closer to the city? Like, this is far.
Have you ever seen the panic that ensues from a dragon descending upon a metropolitan area?
Oh, Bonnet, you are
Okay,
being.
I'm gonna start punching people
I think they'd
right
be
in the
more
mouth.
excited about.
Bonnet, behave yourself.
Mom, you're on that list too. Don't think that just because you're my mom.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see you try it.
He cracks his knuckles, that I will not
Now,
pop
Bonnet,
one.
don't you speak to your mother that way.
Okay, I've
That's
never
right.
thought that I would get
Somebody
mad.
have
I
respect.
guess, you know what? They say you should never meet your heroes.
I'm your hero.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Well, isn't that the cutest little thing?
It was. It sure was.
Oh,
That is adorable. Bonnet, I'll sign anything that you'd like.
keep going.
He turns and literally kicks rocks and begins to proceed northward. And you see as he does, he comes to the edge of the metropolitan Baldur's Gate, not the titular Baldur's Gate, which is inside.
So, I mean, it's nighttime though.
Yeah.
I know he said that it's the dragon, but it's night, so we could have still gone. As I follow.
So I just realized I forgot the H in Sarah. I'm sorry.
Just now. You know what?
Yeah.
You're gonna pay for that forever.
It's Her Majesty. Thank you.
Should've
It's
pointed
her
it out.
/ Majesty.
I should have pointed it out. I just want you to know I know how to spell your name. Sorry.
It's
Sarah
capital
with an H, I
D
appreciate that.
RAWN, capital O, lowercase n, capital THE, capital WAY.
Yeah.
Yes, we can spell Sarah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Regular Schoolhouse Rock on this D&D channel sometimes.
Correct. Mostly the disturbing education about how politics actually works.
And we need a song about how we're all too gay for math.
There is a song. It goes, too gay for math.
Not like an entire
Too
song.
gay from that is the song. I don't know what to tell you. It just goes on forever like that.
Oh.
The words are too gay for math, too gay for math.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's go into the metropolitan area.
Okay. Sweet. Can I get perception checks from everyone, please?
That was a 14 plus. Hang on. Plus 3. 17.
Nice.
I have rolled a 12.
Not great. Yeah, Dolly. Oh, and sorry, Jolene and Dolly. You're both doing that with disadvantage.
22 for Smokey.
11 plus 3, 14.
Oh, not bad. Not too bad.
7.
7. Okay. Can I get a strength saving throw from Dolly, please? With disadvantage.
Interesting. Disadvantage, you say? Okay. 18 and 21.
Okay, great. I just wanted to see how sturdy you were. Very sturdy, very sturdy. Yeah, as you and Jolene are just sort of dragging ass into Baldur's Gate. As you look in, Smokey, your perception is delighted. As you smell dark, rich, fruity, almost chocolatey aromas hanging in the air. There's cinnamon and nutmeg, and the warmth of wood-fired ovens, and you see Dunn when he goes, oh, that's the ticket. Oh yeah, and you can smell roasting coffee on the wind.
And why can't I smell it?
Because you're too tired to understand what's going on. You're so sleepy from 3 days of not sleeping that you're just like.
Is that canon?
Yeah.
It's probably like that moment your mouth is watering and you're like, why is my mouth watering? It's like I'm hungry for something or thirsty or it's so weird.
But it's a delightful.
Is it just me that has that?
You're having a delightful experience. Dunwin is also experiencing it, and as if following the visible lines of aroma in the air. We see the two of you, Dunwin and Smokey, following these lines as both of you float through the air. And then we see Jolene and Dolly as they are struggling to get into town. As you take a left and walk down a boulevard, there's a sort of a heebie-jeebie sort of vibe in here. There are gas street lights in this town, and they're tall, flickering, orangey light, sort of being diffused through this fog, gives it a very eerie sensation. And the high pressure of cold air is really a little disorienting. If it weren't for the cool, crisp air, I think Dolly and Jolene would probably be curled up at the gates and have them fall asleep by now. But as you continue westward, those visible aroma lines, yes?
I finally get it. never been here before, so I never understood the drink Baldur's Fog. It's just a beautiful tea with some cream in it. And now I see the resemblance.
That's really beautiful, Jimbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that is lovely.
It was really good. I got it.
I would give you inspiration if I was the DM.
I'm gonna, and I think it's probably pretty in order. I don't. Pix, have you ever used your inspiration?
The one from last time? No.
Okay. Well, tough titties then, I guess. I don't tell you, man. You still got your inspiration. You couldn't use it, but
I
okay.
do have like 5 inspirations.
Yeah, like you've done for like hash mark after hash mark. Jimbo, do you still have inspiration from some time ago? No? Okay.
Nope, I've used it.
Go ahead and take it. All right, very good. I just have to. It's real good. I like that. I like that tea with cream. Yeah, as you guys make your way, you see a sign illuminated that says Baldur's Brews. And from it is the most illuminated building at this hour by far. You can see that they are literally burning the midnight oil. And there are sources of illumination pouring out into the street. You can see huge copper stills and kettles through big plate glass windows. You can see roasters spinning, and you can see steam and smoke escaping those and rising up only briefly into the air before the pressure sort of pushes them back down and adds them to the fog in this town. And Dunwin walks up and very quickly, you hear a metal bolt slide out of the way and hear the door creak open. And Dunwin looks inside and he says, "Billy!" And Billy looks out and goes, "Dunwin, what the fuck are you doing here at this hour?" And he says, "My mom needs a cup of coffee." And he looks out into the street past Dunwin and Smokey, and we see Jolene and Dolly looking like two old shoes washed up on the shore.
Mismatched shoes.
Mismatched shoes washed up on the shore. Dolly, your rouge has become a bit of a sad clown show.
Sort of rude green.
It's sort of rude instead of rouge. Your hair in all of this moisture has become quite frizzy and is drooping down around your face. And speaking of frizz, oh Lord, Jolene. Holy cow. It's something.
I know the meaning of the word.
It's oof. Yeah, the definition in the definition on in one book, the definition of Jolene is this eldritch terror, and then in another book, the definition of frizz is an eldritch terror.
Miss Frizzle was inspired by her.
Yeah. She put in work, but let's be honest, you just can't hold a candle to little old Jolene.
No, the difference is Miss Frizzle has to work to look that way. Jolene embodies it naturally.
Yes.
I just woke up this way, darling.
Billy, you want to help me out here? And Billy looks out and sort of like blinking, is like, your mom is Dolly the Barbarian?
Did Dolly hear that?
Yeah.
And Dolly's like, oh, heavens no, I'm not old enough to be Bonnet's mother.
He turns back around. He says, "No, no, no." And Billy goes, "Bonnet?" And he says, "I will kill you. And if you happen to have any whiskey, I would love that now, quickly." And presses his way into Baldur's Brews. And as you cross the threshold, the space in here is really lovely and warm and inviting. It has wreaths of evergreen. If you didn't know better, you'd think that it was like candle nights. Just from the decor in here, there's a strong aroma of evergreen, and hops and barley. Say that again, Pix.
I love the reference to Candle Night.
Thank you. But there's like red ribbons wrapped around garland of evergreen, which just are all over the room and wrap around a number of upright posts, which support a sort of a balcony that looks down over this main sprawling, essentially drinking tent. And as you look towards the west, you can see this big two-tier plate glass window that looks in on the brewing and roasting operations here. And Billy says, "You're gonna tell me that the four of you came here for a cup of coffee just because your mom, who's definitely not Dolly the Barbarian, needed a cuppa in the middle of the night?" And Dunwin just, when you put it like that, it sounds like the truth.
Jolene kind of like glares at Dolly for a second because once again she gets recognized last. You were saying, Smokey?
And that whiskey that Bonnet would like, I think that sounds good too.
Yeah, Billy looks over and says, "Anyone for an Irish coffee? A little whiskey in the coffee?"
There's coffee.
No, I never say no.
Okay. Great. And he steps behind the bar, and you see uh, it looks complicated, but as you observe how it works, you realize that this contraption is nothing more than just a pour over. You see him light a flame under a vessel of water, and as you begin to see it, the water rises up this twisting glass pipe, and swirls around and begins to drip into a large conical filter, which then begins. He turns a little nozzle after it's built up a little bit, and then you begin to see it twist around past bottle after bottle, and then begin to drip into a large pot. And he brews a nice big pot of coffee, y'all. It smells so good. It smells so good. It smells like raisin and dragon fruit and warm chestnuts.
And chocolate?
And there's just this like faint hint. It's not quite like smooth chocolate, but like raw, like cacao.
Yeah. Like extra.
Mm, mm, mm.
Can I roll a history check to see if
To see what?
Can I roll a history check to see if me and Billy know each other? Because I've been to this coffee house like probably 50 plus times.
Never as Dunwin's mother, you weren't.
Oh. So can I roll a history check?
Yes.
Oh man, that was a 2.
That's perfect. That's perfect because I'm sure that Billy like recognizes you as like someone who's come in and had coffee before, but just like you just come in and you grumble and get coffee, and it's like, yeah, you're just another angry addict like the rest of them. But now he's gonna remember you. Now he'll remember you.
Okay.
Jolene, Dunwin's mom.
Bonnet.
Dunwin.
Kind of really embodying the character there, aren't you?
Dunwin's mom. There is no Bonnet, only Dunwin. And he begins to dole out mug after mug onto the bar. And as he does, he sets the mugs out and then grabs 5 shot glasses and proceeds to pour an ounce of bourbon in each one of them. And then he puts the 4 mugs together and just turns up boop, 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 boop. And he says, okay, everybody, here's to the good stuff and lots of it. And he holds up his shot of bourbon to toast with everyone.
And here's to falling off dragons.
He says to fallen off dragons, I guess. And
grateful, gracious kids.
To grateful, gracious kids, and everyone
To
looks at
grateful,
Dunwin,
gracious kids.
who just sort of sucks his teeth and to grateful, gracious kids. And everyone looks to Dolly now, waiting for a toast.
To not being old enough to be anybody's mother.
Which Jolene again.
And proceeds to turn up and drink the bourbon or the scotch. No, just whiskey, just regular whiskey. And
under her breath, Jolene's just like, yeah, you're old enough to be somebody's grandmother.
Not wrong. Great grandmother even. And she's like 103.
We'll tell her that.
I won't. Send her a letter, maybe.
You heard it. Probably with disadvantage though, because we're fatigued. I mean, what is it?
Yeah, there you go. Exhausted, yeah. Yeah, as each of you begin to drink this coffee and feel the effects of this bourbon or whiskey, it is significant. The flavor tastes like the terroir around here in a real big way. So much so that it seems undeniable that the murky, muddy water that is flooding Jolene's armor and soaking the hems of Smokey's pants contributes so much to the flavor of this whiskey. And the coffee brings out a deep note, earthy and robust. And yes,
I just said aromatic.
Quite. And as each of you imbibe, you are sort of struck by this moment, and I think that you see Dunwin struck by it as well. He looks over to Billy and says, "Hey, do you mind putting us up for the night? We got a long trip ahead of us in the morning." and Billy looks out at the four of you and says, where are y'all off to?
Look at Dolly.
We're off to kick my ex's ass.
Yeah, what she said. Wherever he may be.
You're off to kick Jolene's ex's ass?
Oh, sorry, and Dolly's ex.
Yeah. We have a shared history.
It's complicated.
Problematic.
You see Billy's face. Bill, you got y'all. I want to be very clear here. This guy looks a lot like Billy Mays. He's not wearing a white dress shirt or a blue dress shirt. He's wearing like proper attire.
Since it's a really foggy town, can he be Billy Hayes?
Oh shit!
TM.
That's.
Thank you.
Yeah. Billy looks out, and he seems quite entertained at the suggestion that the two of you had a shared paramour. And he says, Dunwin, Bud, who am I to turn you away in the middle of the night? And he pours himself another shot and tilts it back. And he walks over and pulls a set of keys out from under the bar on a large wooden fob. And he slides them over to Dunwin. And he says, y'all stay as long as you like. You're always welcome here at Baldur's Brews. But y'all please be careful. There's strange things afoot. And as he says that, we begin to see the cups of coffee on the bar shimmer and undulate as heavy thuds resonate in the distance. And that's where I'm going to leave you tonight.
What? That was so short.
I know it is, and I'm sorry, but at the same time,
sorry.
It's what?
I was just about to add a quip. I wasn't trying to cut you off.
Oh, no, it's okay. Just get in there.
So, okay, since I thought the story was going to continue here,
just wait.
I was going to add in, like, after all the, like, you see the cups like moving. Jolene was going to kind of like poke or nudge Dolly with her elbow and be like, and somebody get this girl an entree. Her tummy's going crazy, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I apologize for being short. Y'all can blame Sarah.
It's true.
No, it's everybody's.
Because she's short.
It's actually mostly because she's short. That's what I always tell her. I feel like she's so short. At 5'10", I always look at her and I'm like, why are you so short?
Wait, she's 5'10"?
Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
You're taller than me.
Wait, how tall are you?
I'm like 5'6".
Oh, that's pretty tall.
I'm as tall as Dolly, and probably about as thick. In different ways, obviously.
It was a lot of fun.
You really pull that bustier off.
Yeah, oh, heck
Tits
yeah.
up. So I hate to do it because I love y'all so much. But I must bid you adieu and au revoir. And
it was a lot of fun.
I love you.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Love you.
And remind you as always to be good, to take care of yourselves, and if you can't be good, don't get caught. That's right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.